5, 4, 3, 2,
Let's pretend we're talking.
1,
Yeah.
0.
So there's like an intro song going on, but they can see it.
Lift off.
When that flash goes on, see it? That means we're live. Okay, that's us. And then when this one goes on, that means it's only on me.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, cool.
Hello, it's Deanne Munoz, and welcome back to another Unleash Your Sexy. We are in season 2, episode 2, and the crowd goes wild. We have sound effects over there. We can't hear it, but they can hear it. Okay, today I'm so blessed, and it's such an honor. I get to have the beautiful Nikki Delano, who everybody knows is worldwide, a huge star amongst the most sought out red carpet girl in the whole entire
I love you.
industry
I love
ever.
you.
So it's such a pleasure to have you on here and an honor.
It's so funny because we started out together at the same time and we rose together at the same time.
We did.
About a month apart. So.
We literally both came in together and we signed with like the same kind of website company. And we literally were like brand new, like our first girl, we're like, okay.
I know.
First boy, you think your first girl, you were like,
You were my first girl.
Yeah.
Not professional, but amateur wise.
Yes. And then it was my first boy girl in a long time. Well, first of all, my first boy girl, because I was with my girlfriend for so long.
Yeah.
So I remember my first boy girl, I was just like,
I know.
I have to do what without a condom? I didn't know that was in the contract.
It was epic though, but I know regardless, all the girls that we knew in our group, they ended up splitting apart, but we always stood together. No matter what. We would be gone for like a year from our lives, but we're all doing, working our butts off and, living our lives and, creating our empires.
Yes. No, that is really true. Every single buddy we came in with, to this day, Nikki and I are the closest, and Pop is the only one that we've actually kept in touch with. Yeah. And we speak like we don't speak all the time, but when we talk, it's like a day hasn't gone by.
Absolutely.
And I know because she's just like me. Like she's a workaholic. I mean, I'm workaholic. I would say she's more workaholic than I am. So that says a lot.
We're crazy workaholic. We don't know what sitting down and doing nothing is.
Oh yeah, it doesn't happen. I got chills when you said that. I was like, what?
I know, me
what
too.
does that mean?
Me too.
We don't know what that means. So thank you for having me. I'm so great. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, so my podcast is all about dating, love, and relationships for everyone who's normies out there.
The normies.
And it's to inspire them, to teach the women to be sexy, to teach the men how to talk to their women.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if any of you know Nikki, and if you don't, she is one of the best dirty talkers that I know ever. So I have yet to do any, I don't have a YouTube video on this either. I'm dirty talking and sexting. And I thought, who better than you? Because, this girl can, the mouth on her. She thinks that come out of her mouth.
It's so funny because when I got in the industry, I couldn't say one word. I remember our first scene, I don't think I even said anything.
That's right.
I was so shy, I couldn't say one thing. And then halfway into my career, I got my own radio show because I got a camming contract a few years before that. And it taught me how to express myself.
Right.
And so camming definitely.
You want to plug it in? Plug it in.
Yes, I have a show. I've been hosting. I didn't know it's been 5 years on Vivid.
Wait, it's been 5 years?
Yeah, Vivid.
No.
Sirius XM 415 every Wednesday at 1 p.m. PST, 4 p.m. EST. 855-99 Vivid 855-998-4843.
Oh my God!
And my fur baby just ran off.
Oh, that's totally
He's
fine.
like, these ladies.
My home is his home. Okay, so first question I'm going to ask you.
See.
Okay, so how important is it to dirty talk and sex your partner to keep things spicy and turn it up in the bedroom?
Honestly, it's all about communication. And most guys, normies, women-wise, it's something you have to teach them because when I was before the adult industry, like I said, I couldn't really talk in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit intimidated, a little bit off.
I didn't know anything about it either.
So being in the adult industry, it's taught me so much, but I feel like it's something you learn together as a couple, and you learn each other's bodies and what you love. And I think it's very important. It's all about the body chemistry, just working your way up and kissing your way up and just learning about your partner in general.
Right.
So it's body language with the sexual talk and all that good aura. I don't know.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to answer that as well.
Yeah.
Is how important is it to dirty talk? Why are we being so loud over there?
Quiet on set.
Why are we being so loud over there? Quiet. You and Abel. We're not live? Oh, okay. Well, can you guys at least whisper?
You can even hear us.
We could over here. It echoed all the way over here. Super loud. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question. How important is it to dirty talk and sex your partner to keep things spicy and turn the heat up? Okay, so I honestly can say, because I date a lot of normies.
Yes.
And
you do. You definitely do.
I definitely do. And I find...
That's all you date is normies.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
good, though.
Yeah. I think dating someone who's in the industry is can be complicated. So I don't know. And honestly, I've never connected with anyone. Honestly, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Maybe if I did, it would be a different experience.
Absolutely.
But honestly, I just never have.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel that dirty talking and sexting, first of all, I believe keeping things spicy and turning the heat up, period, in relationships is so important. Because at the end of the day, I feel like people get so complacent. People stop wanting to make love, stop wanting to have sex. They stop being attractive.
Yeah.
They stop validating the other person. They start, they start maybe putting them down instead of, giving them compliments.
Absolutely.
And so I feel like, especially with women, we're very emotional.
We are.
And then with men, they're more visual. So I feel like in a relationship, if you're a woman, the whole dirty talking and sexting would be, extremely important to a man that, he's looking a lot of places, the medias, on television, computer, everywhere, there's beautiful, sexy girls. So it's about keeping the tension, I'm over here and keep looking.
Absolutely.
Keep looking, here I am.
Absolutely.
So dirty talking, now that's for me, I have found with normies has been like a 50-50. Because I have done porn, so if I'm with somebody who's insecure and I start getting nasty, they'll be like, stop acting like a porn star, be normal in bed. And I'm like...
Sometimes it could be porno-y.
No, but then I ask, what the fuck is normal in bed?
Yeah.
I'm genuinely being genuine at the moment. So now you're telling me not to be me.
Yeah.
You want me to stop being quiet because you think it's ingenuine. So now I'm just laid there dead. Is that what you're used to? And then I think, is that what normie girls do? They just kind of lay there, maybe they don't say anything. So it's a complicated subject, but definitely I think it's super important, like you said, to dirty talk and sex your partner to keep things sexy and alive.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what you just went into, I'm gonna ask you again. Now, how do we teach a man or a woman how to talk sexy and dirty?
How to talk sexy and dirty. I just say start off really slowly. Start off with small little phrases, something that, don't go into a whole paragraph. I'm mommy, or, okay, for me, I'm Latina, so I papi, okay. Or something sexy and cute. And then, you work your way up, you're like, ay, qué rico, or but I say start off very small.
Okay.
Like I said, communication's key. Communication's super key. Reading the vibes with your partner, and for me personally, I think I can out-talk a guy. And sometimes they tell me to shut up. I talk too much. So sometimes I don't know what's enough and what's not enough. So,
now, do you think we get that from the adult industry?
Yeah, probably.
Because I know I have certain things I say in every scene, at every position, at every moment that's kind of repeated.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes, like you said, with them, okay, now you can be quiet now. It's
absolutely
okay, so it's what's enough and what's not enough. But again, like you said, it's communicating, because some guys like it, other guys don't.
They don't, yeah.
So that's a really good thing. So first of all, communicate, right? And like you said, start out small with something like,
A cute little phrase.
Like what? Give an example.
Like
honestly, because right now we have people watching that wouldn't even know what that is.
Okay, so like
something simple. What's
something simple? Oh, you smell so good, or I know that sounds so cliche, but like you smell so good. Like you
that
turn
means
me
a lot.
on. Like it's very like a PG-13-ish.
It's also the way she says it too, though. She's like,
you smell so good.
And it's like,
maybe you can get like really close to them and just say it like right next to their neck. You smell so good. Like just the way, like the connection to it.
Yeah.
Like it's not all about the talking. You also have to get connected to them and like like your body.
And actually smell them.
Like your body though. It's like body talk. Like you're on them and you're talking to them. So like your body's talking and you're talking verbally, but it's also body talk.
That's
because you feel yourself getting turned on.
True.
You feel yourself getting turned on and like more relaxed and like more squirt and then
No, you know what? That's really true. Okay, so that's a big piece of advice.
Yeah.
Dirty talking isn't just hey,
and kissing also too.
You smell good. You have to embody it and be it of the whole leaning in, touching the back of his neck, just like putting maybe like your nose into his like neck and whispering, "Oh my God, you smell so good."
You'll have him like that.
But I get it. The body your energy and your body language has to match what you're saying.
It's also a hormonal thing as well, because certain people give off we all give off pheromones, so certain people connect more than others, and it's also a scientific thing as well too.
Yes.
So yeah.
Pheromones is huge.
It's huge. Like when guys sweat.
Honestly, if I'm dating someone, I honestly like the way he smells sweaty.
He smells bad, right? Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, you know what? He might be like, "Oh my God, I just got back from the gym." I'm like, "Give me your armpit."
Really? I love it.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's raw, it's manly, like you're sweaty, and like I'm letting him know like I love every scent and part of you.
And certain colognes too, like they get me turned on. Certain colognes, I don't even like certain colognes. I'm like, what is in the chemistry of this cologne? I'm like, holy hell, like. So good.
No, there's 3 times ever in my life, like I've actually stopped a man walking or sitting where, like literally I was like, "Excuse me, like what are you wearing?" And they all said Creed.
Oh yeah?
And the first time I ever heard it was before like I even got into the industry. So like I'd never been to Saks Fifth Avenue or Barney's. Like I'd never been anywhere expensive in my life. I was like, Creed, wow, okay. I remember looking it up. And there was like Saks Fifth Avenue, Barney's, and places I'd never even heard of. And I was like, I didn't even know where that was. So that was like,
I don't even know what that is right now.
So I just kind of was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like dismissed it, never thought about it again. And probably like the beginning of my adult industry, someone walked by and I was like, oh, excuse me, like, you smell so good. Like, what are you wearing? And he said the same name again.
Creed.
And I was like, okay. And I actually went, and I was seeing someone at the time, so I went to the store, went to go smell it. It's expensive. It's like $500 a bottle.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, it's worth the $500 a bottle.
If it's like,
you figure it's one squirt. Like, one squirt lasts you 24 hours, and you smell so incredible.
That's going to be like my Christmas gift to every bang buddy that I know. Like, here, you're going to smell good for me. That's it. It's all for me.
But that's very important to me, because even if I'm dating somebody or if I walk by somebody who's not wearing Creed, then I'm like, oh my God, he smells nice. And I always say it's so rare nowadays to smell a guy who even wears cologne, because they're so afraid, I don't want to over cologne myself. I'm like, well, I'd rather smell over cologne than you.
Absolutely.
As a stranger, as a stranger walking by.
And you're gonna remember that scent on that guy, like like I love the scent for Angel for women. It's like a simple scent, but Angel stands out so much.
So popular.
Yeah.
I remember having so many best friends that was their favorite. But for some reason on me, it didn't smell the same way it did on them. Some perfumes smell different on different people.
Very true.
Because I'd be like, oh my God, it smells good on you. And I'd try it and I'd be like,
very true.
It wasn't like oh my God, like I love the way I smell. It was almost like that's my last choice out of all my perfumes to put on.
It gotta be a scientific thing too with the body and everything as well.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Science. It's all about the science.
Definitely. Okay, so how does one learn to talk sexy and dirty? Okay, so my advice, gentlemen and ladies, is, again, like we say, like, number one, communicate. Honestly, you know what? I mean, communicate. Just fuck it. Take a chance.
Absolutely.
You know, because like find
Life
out
is short.
if he's like, don't talk to me like that. You could be like, okay,
Yeah.
I know not to do it again. Or he'd be like, oh shit, like she's never told me like when you come home I'm gonna pounce you. You know, he might be like, oh my God, like she never talked to me like this. It could be sexy. It couldn't be.
Yeah.
So I think just take the fucking risk.
Yeah, keep things spicy. If he's into it, he's gonna be like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" Like,
and if he's not, then you could just be like, "Sorry, I watched it on Unleash Your Sexy podcast, and she told me to say it. Go blame her." So I'll take the blame, and you get in trouble.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna love it. They're gonna love it,
right?
More so, they're gonna love it than hate it. So 90% they're gonna love it. Maybe the 10% that are kind of prudish, you know,
right?
Won't love
Definitely. It. And also, let's see, what other ways can we tell them to learn to talk dirty? Because a lot of the things we think is. Maybe, I don't know, honestly, I would say watch some adult films and listen to what the girls are saying.
Also,
or the guys.
I've learned in the adult industry that we all have fetishes. Before the adult industry, I didn't really know about fetishes. Mm-hmm. Now I know about fetishes, so that can also help you talk dirty. You can find out, like, if you like feet or if you like toes, you can be like, oh, I love your pretty toes. That could be a turn on as well. Or, you know, I want to suck on your toes. Like, you have to know what you love and learn what you love. Because for me, I didn't know about a lot of things, and now I've learned so much. And if it wasn't for the adult industry, I didn't even know what DP meant. I'm not going to say what it means. You got to Google it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Wait, I didn't either.
I had no idea.
Wait, okay, I might even say it wrong. Is it jackhammer?
DP?
No, there's another one called jackhammer. Is it jackhammer?
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Okay, there we go. I think it's jackhammer or
I don't
hammer.
know what that is.
Or the hammer. Something like that. I never heard of it. And we're in the middle of a scene, and then the girl was like, "We're gonna do jackhammer." I was like, "Oh my God, I have no idea. Never heard of this."
You're scared. Like, what is this?
And it's basically like when you're laying down and you get your whole legs and put it over your head.
Oh my God!
Like that yoga move.
Holy cow.
No, and I was like, oh, I never heard like that. I think it's called the jackhammer.
Yeah.
And I literally was on set, like, I've never heard that before in my life either. Like, okay, this is interesting.
There's so many things that I've learned in the adult that I haven't. And then there's so much, I'm not going to say weird, but so many interesting and unique different things that I would consider weird that others won't consider weird. Like,
you're right.
So you have to know your niche and what you like and start, you know, Googling. You can also go to the sex shop too and they give you advice and look at all the different toys. You might get turned on by a peg or like a toy that you didn't even think of. So going to the sex shop, going to seminars too. Like, I mean, you know, it's all about like doing seminars, different things. And, you know, there's also sex clubs too. Yes. Sex clubs. And you might not think that you're a swinger, but you might turn out you're a swinger. Right.
Or even just being a voyeur.
Absolutely.
Maybe you just want to watch.
Absolutely.
And that's another way too. You watching other people, what they say, how they interact. I think that's definitely huge. Okay, so I'm sure it can be awkward for some people trying, right, to be sexy, talk, and dirty. What would you say? Well, I think we've kind of addressed this, but what would you say again? What's the art behind it?
Behind dirty talk? It's just your flavor. You're being genuine with it. Like, you're not just taking like a sentence from a book. It's you being genuine with it, and it's like, I mean, I can do dirty talk with like a bang buddy or one night stand, somebody I'm intimate with for a long time, but it'll be completely different. Like somebody that I'm intimate with a long time, like I know his mannerism, I know what he likes, versus somebody that's like a one night stand. I'd be like, you know, just ravish me, like, you know, like, I mean, also with an intimate partner, but like there's certain things I wouldn't say with, you know, one night stand that I would, you know what I mean, like
with someone you love.
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly.
That is true. Dirty talking with a one night stand for us is so different than making love and dirty talking.
And also in the adult industry and in movies, like sometimes I see that we say certain things in the movies, but technically that's not what I really say in the bedroom in my own personal life.
Oh my God, can we address that? Yeah. How many times like what they see? So sometimes I always think it's weird because I date normies.
Yeah.
When they'll be like, oh, like after like a month, they're like, oh, I Googled your name. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you even go? To me, that's weird now. You watched me like with other men. So now I'm already thinking, okay, now you're going to be insecure. We're going to have problems. There's going to be issues. And then what's going to happen? He's going to be like, oh, she says that when we're together. Yeah. Oh, when she looks like that, that's the face she makes when she's with me. She says the exact same thing. And I'm thinking, like, now I can't, like, because honestly, there's some moments that in my movies I take from my personal life because they replicate it because that's how I sound when I'm coming. Or that's what I'm saying when I'm coming and I'm aware of it. So, you know, I'm going to put it into the movies because most of it's fake, and I'm trying to be the best that I can be at the moment.
Absolutely.
So there is that.
Yeah, no, it's so true. It's so true. Like also on set too, like a lot of the producers want us to like talk like nonstop. So it's like in the bedroom, we're not gonna like be nonstop, but on sets and scenes, because we have to carry the scene.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is like there as well, but we have to carry it verbally.
True.
Because they don't really want to hear, and the girl, in our side of the industry, the guys don't want to hear the guys talking. They want to hear the girls talking.
That is
so we have to carry the scene.
True.
So it's very like.
That is so true.
And I don't want to like have in my intimate life carry intimacy with my partner. And like it's annoying too. Like
what's interesting? We're gonna talk about a little pettiness here, being Latinas. When I'm pissed at a lover, right? And they want to have sex, but I'm really upset about something.
Yeah.
I literally will be like cut them off, or B, I'll be like, oh really? Come here, and I'll be like Kiara Mia to the 10th power. And they'll be like, what are you doing? Like, and I'll like dirty talk, and I'll ride like a fucking cowboy, and I'll be like, yeah, what do you want? And they're just like, and it's because I'm
sexist.
I'm disconnecting because I don't want to connect with you because I'm pissed.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because I can go into Kiara Mia and have sex,
yeah,
or I can make love and be Deanne.
Yeah. So
if Deanne's mad and he keeps pressuring me, I'm like, oh, you want this?
I like that.
Okay, let's go.
That's a good idea.
You're right? Like, and guess what? And then halfway through, he's just like, okay, like, this is what I want. Oh my God, you want it? This is what you want? Come on, let's go, come on. Like the nasty girl I am. Come on, And there's like, okay, not what I was expecting.
Yeah, the psychological, like, it's completely opposite. That's your alter ego. And they
totally.
Yeah, they want to compare to the guy that you're shooting with also, and they want to like perform up to their standards.
Oh,
but
goodness.
when then actually happen, they're like, But yeah, and I totally get what you mean. Like, I think that's a great way to do it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to do it. Because they're like, oh my God, no. Deanne, go back.
Yeah.
Go back, Deanne.
Like, can you please stop being a porn star?
Yeah.
Oh, but this isn't what you wanted.
Exactly. And for the most part, they'll say little comments, oh, but you could do this, you could say that, you could do this. Yeah, but it's for the camera. Sometimes, for the most part, most of it, not all of it, but certain things are uncomfortable. But we have to cater to the camera, so.
Oh my gosh, that is so true. Okay, so I'm sure it can be awkward for some people trying to dirty talk and sexy. So what's the art behind it? Like we said, it really is putting the energy and your body into it. Next question. What if some people feel embarrassed to dirty talk, but want to put it in their sex life? What advice can you give them?
Good one. That's a really good one.
Let's take a quick shot.
That's a really good one.
Here is
Cheers.
knowing each other. How long now? 10, 11?
Like 10 years. Next year's going to be 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Salute.
And you've been solid to me for 10 years. So
Same with
Thank
you.
you.
Like, same with you. You always sending me these motivational text messages. I love her so much for these. Sometimes, like, she can feel my energy, and I'm like, thank you for this all the time. She can always feel me. Sometimes I'm like, and I get these texts from her, I'm like, yeah, this is what I needed today. So I love you. I love you
too.
for that.
I love you too.
10 years. I cannot believe it. Next year, 10 years. 10 years.
went by fast.
Our after 10 years mark, we can go to the Hall of Fame. I'm waiting for the Hall of Fame, and then I might, 10 years. We need one more year, and then. It's not a big deal, but like once I get the title, maybe I'll retire. Who knows?
Wow. I got triple cheers on that
I
one.
know, right? 10 years. Who would have thought? A decade. I know. I can remember that room in Vegas that we were shooting with Courtney Kane, with Kami Kai, Nina,
right.
Ray. Our first shoot, like in that warehouse where Raylene was there.
Yeah,
I remember
Raylene
the
was
bathroom,
there.
Bill.
The Asian guy. What was his name? That was my.
I don't know the Asian guy.
He helps out now with OnlyFans.
Oh, Kenny.
Kenny was there.
Oh my God, Kenny was there.
Yeah, I shot my first boy girl was with Kenny, and my second was with Nina's husband.
Oh wow, I remember that studio itself in Vegas. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness,
That was really interesting.
Yeah, remember you doing your makeup in there? You're like, oh, I'm a makeup artist. You did like really great makeup, and I'm like, oh man, this is really good. And I could barely do anything. Nina was like, go back to the bathroom.
Huh?
They're up,
Oh, okay.
so if you want to read.
Ooh, you cut me off. How dare you?
Do you have any questions?
Unas preguntas. I'm blind.
Okay. It's number 4. Okay. So let's go into.
Yeah, much bigger.
That was
so
number
you can see.
2. Number 3. What if some people feel embarrassed? Okay, so what if people feel embarrassed to dirty talk but want to in their sex life? What advice can you give them?
To learn dirty talk? I mean...
No, if they feel embarrassed.
Oh, embarrassed. That's a really good one. You know, I gotta think about that one.
I know, let me think.
That one's a really good one. Like, it's like... It's like I said, baby steps.
You know, yeah, there we
Baby
go.
steps, like-
baby steps, like just something little, like
Like if you never bit on the ear, like
Yeah.
biting on the ear. I mean, that's more like a physical, but like that is like going into like, you know, baby steps into dirty talk. Like
There
if
we
you
go,
were-
okay.
Like if you just do only missionary and then you like bite on the ear
Right.
or like change up the kissing, or, you know, change up the position.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's baby steps.
okay.
into
So
it.
I have this. So it's kind of like this. So it's like, let's say you've never dirty talked, but you're trying to, but you're really embarrassed. It could kind of be like a text saying. I think something like maybe bring up something the last time you guys made love.
True. That's a good idea.
Right? So it could be like, oh, I just got a flashback
love
of
that, yeah.
the other night and it got me feeling kind of funny thinking of you.
Yeah.
Right? It's simple.
Yeah.
It's PG, right? And it's like it's not nasty or super dirty yet.
Yeah,
But it's something
absolutely.
a little like maybe bring up something, maybe a moment, maybe, oh, remember that one time when we were on our honeymoon or we were on a vacation or a time that was, or remember that one time we were, drunk from the club and we were at the red light and,
That's an easier way to step into like the dirty talk from
yeah,
there.
like just be like, I was just thinking of that right now.
The way you kissed me or the way,
Yeah.
you made passionately,
Yeah, there we
To
go. I think
me,
that would be a good way. Bring
yeah.
up a moment from the past.
That's a great idea.
That'll make him be like, oh, yeah, I remember that too. Just to get it started.
Also the texting too. You could start that way as well.
Oh, yeah, we're getting there, sexting. We're getting this sexting part. Okay, so that's 4. Okay. So what are some of your own favorite dirty things that you like to say? PG version. Go on her.
Things I like to say dirty in the bedroom would probably be
First, texting.
texting.
And then go to dirty talk.
Oh my God. Texting. I don't even know PG version. You feel good? I don't know. I can't say PG. I don't even know PG. Okay. Something PG when it comes to texting. I like to tell my partner, I love the way you made me feel last night. I love the way you caressed my body. This is PG. This is like the 10th level downwards. This is very clean. Not to this extent, but clean. I love the way you make me, release those juices and, get them all over the place and like, yeah. I know, that's a great one. I don't even know how to clean, like, okay. I love the way my, my tongue feels around the lollipop, like I want some candy, And then when it comes to like, dirty talk in person, I don't know. I need some help on this one. Dirty talk in person. I'm just really vulgar with it. I think I don't know how to like differentiate the really dirty talk with like simple dirty talk because I don't know how to do simple dirty talk now. Maybe back in the day it was like either I go from 0 to 100. I can't go from 0 to like in between. It's either dit. So I don't want to go too crazy. I'm like, what do I say? What do I say?
Okay, so I always feel like some favorite things to say to men as women is we want them to feel
Big.
like
Importance.
I didn't say that.
Big importance. Well, not so big, but important.
Yes.
Very like manly in the bedroom.
Yeah, so ladies, men want to feel like they're the biggest, that they're the bestest, that you've never orgasmed the way you have with him. So those are things you can bring up, in regards to some favorite things that are easier to say. I feel like for me, those are. What are some things you shouldn't say? Like someone's trying to. Okay, hold on. Okay, ready? Hold on. What are some things you shouldn't say? Like someone's tried with you before, I think?
Like if someone tried dirty talking with her, but like she was like, okay, they're not like
No.
that. It kind of turned you off. You're like,
Okay, so what are some dirty talking things that you were like, no, that didn't work?
Well, it doesn't sound genuine. It sounds like fake and like, pushed on. Like he wants to like perform like an adult film star. Like, some guys when I'm with them, like an intimate partner, they want to put on this role, this act, and then it sounds really fake because they want to impress me. And for me, it's all about being genuine and yourself. And if you can't dirty talk, I'd rather you not dirty talk and use your body language versus you putting on this this act and like I can tell, I can read you right away. Like it's gonna be phony, it's gonna turn me off. Turn me off.
So I'm gonna go into that as well. Some certain things. Can I tell you things that I personally do not like? That men have tried with me with dirty talking in the bedroom is. Again, it's all about communication. So whoever your partner is, especially if it's a new partner, because I feel like when you are in a long-term relationship, you already know what they like and what they don't like. Mm-hmm. So the dirty talking is going to be easier. But if it's somebody new, like personally, I have an issue with pain. Do not grab my hair and yank it. Yeah. Do not spank the hell out of me on the first night. Like there's just certain things. Don't call me a whore. Don't call me a bitch. There's certain things like I can guarantee, I will stop in the middle and be like, okay, bro, calm down. I'm Deanne. I'm not Kiarmia. Mm-hmm. Unless you're, the little joke goes, unless you're paying me and we're on film, we can go there with it because that's what I'm getting paid for.
Absolutely.
But my personal life, don't talk to me like that. Don't treat me like that. Unless we've been each other for a long time and I trust you and I'm like, yeah, I'm your bad little girl. Take it. So there are certain things. But so for me, men, I would honestly say find out with some people, like ladies, maybe the first night, maybe the dirty talking isn't going to work by yanking the hell out of her hair and calling her a dirty little whore or a curse name or something bad remember, baby steps.
Yeah,
so start with baby steps and work your way up and communicate and find out.
You want to keep her. Say it's your first hookup, you don't want to go all out. You want to test the waters because sometimes if you go all out, she might enjoy it, but then it could also backfire on you as well. So, it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
I like that. Okay. So, that's great. Okay, so next question is... Have you ever had phone sex?
Absolutely. That is my specialty.
Okay, now, is it just phone sex or FaceTime sex? Which one are you more comfortable with? Or it doesn't matter to you?
Both ways. Honestly, I prefer phone.
Yeah.
Phone.
Okay.
Because I could be doing other things, multitasking, and,
be holding it.
Same time. And I'm good at multitasking. Multitasking my thing, but yeah.
Okay, that's good. I like this.
How about you?
Have I ever put... You know what's an interesting fact? I haven't probably done it as much as people think I do. And I think it's because maybe I date normal guys.
Yeah.
And they think they're freaky. Mm-hmm. They swear they're freaky. They're really not. Because maybe I might start a little dirty talk or something and be like, FaceTiming me back to the room.
Yeah,
and then he'll be like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. Or, you can tell, or they'll be like, or maybe they're comfortable. You said, they're not comfortable yet. So maybe the sexting part works.
Yeah.
They'll talk dirty, but they don't want to maybe do it over the phone because they're not used to it.
Or vice versa.
Right. So sexting works really good. So sexting is, I'm expert at that. And actually, I've done that with a lot of people. I've dated. I'm huge on that. When he's at work, I'm going to get you aroused really quick. That turns me on. You know, like, I just want to get you aroused in the most public place you are at this moment. What can I say to just get your pumping and you be like, oh my God, I'm in the DMV, stop this. I'm getting hard right now. Like, I love that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Okay. Yes, so
that is great.
Isn't it the best? I love that kind of stuff. Have you ever had phone sex? Yeah. So honestly, no. I do not have.
I don't really do phone sex.
Phone sex very
just like
often.
on my radio shows. Like I guess that's considered phone sex. I mean, not even like I just have my
Yeah.
It's very sexual, but like I don't really go. I don't have any app for that.
Yeah.
But, like I guess just talking like on my radio show is considered.
Okay.
I guess yeah. I mean,
but I don't think that counts. I think we're speaking to couples.
Oh, okay.
Or men or women who like in their personal lives.
Gotcha.
That doesn't count.
Work
don't count, remember. Okay, the next question.
I'm blonde. Let's go back on that one.
How does that go in case nobody else? Okay, hold on.
Hello. It is live.
Okay, so have you ever had phone sex? We answered that. How does that go in case nobody has ever had it before? Ooh, that's a good one.
They never had it before.
If they've never had it before.
That's a tough one. I was watching a movie called Jezebels, and it kind of felt like when I first got in the industry, like, just taking off my top ring, being really timid and like being very, really timid. Mm-hmm. So I could put myself in their positions where, I mean, I'm sexual, but it takes a little bit out of me. Now it's a little bit different, but back then it was like I was a lot timid. But I can relate to the person. Like, if you're really timid, like, especially with the movie, you gotta watch a movie called Jezebels. Like, it basically shows, like, step by step how the girls get into, like, camming industry and the adult industry and how they start off. So it kind of relates to something like that, but it's not the same topic. But, like, how they start off really slowly. But, yeah, like, I'm going on a tangent here.
Yeah, and I guess like you said, like I would say to if you've never had phone sex before, but honestly, it's just starting with small talk.
Yeah,
like just a moment that you guys have already shared, and bring that up because that's already gonna make his thing go. Ding, ding,
he's gonna remember the moments, like
right.
Like
so I think that would start and. To go in case nobody's ever and wow now if she actually I'm thinking women I'm speaking to women or men maybe a man wants to call his girl and have wants to have phone sex like how would he go about it without offending her
that could be a big issue
because she'll be like
cut him off
who you been talking to that talks to you like this and da-da-da-da. So that's a good one.
That's a huge one.
Shit, hold on.
Putting myself in a normie position if the guy was
all of a sudden like pick up the phone, let's have phone sex out of nowhere in a relationship.
I'm like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Like,
yes. Okay, so
that's a big one.
So how can we support them to introduce their partner into picking up the phone and actually calling? Oh, okay, I have an idea.
Tell me.
Okay. So let's just say I'm talking to I should know best. I talk to normies. Okay. I'm talking to a normie, right? And we're like, maybe we're about to say goodnight, or he's like, hey, FaceTime before I go to bed, or, we're talking before we go to bed and he's in his bed and I'm in my bed. And same thing. I can bring up and be like, oh my God, like, I wish you were here lying next to me. And your arms were lying around me, and my, because I have a big butt, I always like scoot it up into them, instant hard on, so it's like I'd be like, and I wish just rubbing my booty against you, boom, that can be a trigger. Almost there we go. Think of a trigger during your phone conversation that might get the other person to get in the mood.
I like that. Or
you could ask them, or maybe you're going to bed, or in the middle of going to bed, you could be like, hey, babe, I miss you. Oh, I can't wait to see you when you get back in town, or whatever it is. And you could be like, you know what I was thinking the other day? Like, I was thinking about my favorite moment we've ever made love.
Yeah, I
right?
like that.
And then you kind of like go into description with him.
Smooth out.
Now, remind you, like his hormones and his things will go,
I like that.
And then at that point, you can say, babe, what's your favorite moment that you ever remember for us?
Absolutely.
That you liked? That you like to this day, like if somebody asked you.
It's not like a porn, it's not an adult answer. It's more like, the everyday person answer.
Right.
I love that, yeah.
So then you ask him, hey, like, what was your favorite time? Like, what turns you on the most? Like, if you think about us and, we were to break up, whatever, like, what would be that one moment that you'd be like, oh my God, this is the time she drove me the wildest. And the minute you get him to even start talking about it, his body is going to react to it. And I would say then that would be a good area to start to go into just baby stepping into the phone sex part.
She knows her ways. She knows her stuff.
Question.
Okay.
What about dick pics? Unsolicited or...
No go.
Never.
No go.
Easy question though on the tape.
No goes. No.
What are your thoughts on
Okay. So we have okay, everyone, we are on YouTube live. Obviously, if you're watching, you know this. But we have people calling in for questions every Wednesday. I have special guests. We have Nikki Delano today. Plug her in.
Dun, dun.
Plug in your show.
Oh, Twitter and Instagram is NIKKIDELANO. On Twitter and Instagram, they're both verified. You don't get catfished.
Yes.
And Nikki teases for Snapchat, public Snapchat.
There we go. Awesome. Okay, so honestly, I cannot. First of all, I don't even know. I think this. Okay, so we're gonna answer this, and then we're gonna ask the normal girls in the back who aren't adult stars, because I feel like as adult stars, these men that send us these penis photos think, oh yeah, that's gonna make her wet, and she's gonna want to come over to my house and meet me and hang out. No. Wait, can we get the thing? Dun-dun-dun. Come on, special effects. Have you been doing any special effects? Yes? Okay, thank you. We have one that goes, dun-dun. Oh, you know what it sounds like? Wait, you sound like a stalker. Do the scary music, the Jason music. It's like a song that goes, Jason. Okay, that's what you guys sound like. Do not ever send us a penis photo. Unsolicited. Which, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's a big word. Unsolicited is a big word for certain people. It means if you're not dating me and we're not in a relationship, do not send me a photo of your penis. I don't want to see it. No girl wants to see it, period. Nobody on Instagram, not one girl wants to see it.
Don't at all. That's no go.
Now, if you're on my OnlyFans
Or my Snapchat.
we'll talk about things. Okay, we're joking.
Just
Okay.
kidding.
So back to the question was, how do we feel about that? How do you feel about him?
About the unsolicited D pics.
Did he say the word unsolicited?
Yeah, unsolicited dick pics.
It's a no-no of mine.
Yes, same for me. No.
Jazzy? Unsolicited dick pics.
If it's from a person that you like.
Unsolicited
Unsolicited means like, sending without
means
like...
you don't, like unsolicited means nobody you know.
Yeah.
You didn't ask for it.
But what if it's from someone I didn't ask for that I like?
That's different.
Okay, so just anyone that you don't like.
Yes.
Oh, then of course not.
No.
No, it could be someone you like too, but it's like you ask
You
for
didn't
it.
ask for it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I have friends that are like talking to someone and then they like the person, but then they get turned off when the guy sends
So with certain guys that I like, you can send anytime.
Can somebody please Google the actual meaning of unsolicited?
I'm not asked for. It means it wasn't asked for. Unsolicited.
Yeah, so I guess it should
So let's say,
it's from someone you do like. You do
okay,
like a
if
lot.
it's somebody I'm dating, I'm
Send it to you randomly.
sexual with, or somebody I'm in love with, hell yeah!
Yeah, I guess.
I want it.
But I mean, Instagram, your partner's not going to send you a pic on Instagram.
No.
Like, social media.
Now, if we're talking about anybody that I'm not dating,
Yeah.
that I'm not talking to, that I'm not in love with, hell motherfucking no. Stop it. Like, you
Don't go
get
there.
blocked in all my social medias. Blocked. But wait, you know what's interesting though? Men, I know like a lot of men who are really hot Instagram guys that, like they get around, and we know a lot of them in the industry. They get so many unsolicited women photos.
They do.
And they love it. They love it. Like, I'm like, first of all, I'm like, you had like 20 at least fine girls in your DMs. I didn't get one hot guy of mine sending me his. Like, what the hell? Like,
Oh my goodness.
he has like the top 10 Instagram hottest girls sending him things. And I'm like, And I can't even get a text back.
Not true.
I know. It's a joke.
I know.
Okay, so that is our
But it's really
answer.
true with the guys. Like they get like
No, literally. And guys actually do get hot girls
they do.
in their DMs. And especially, I feel like the more you're in a relationship, the more girls want to pursue you. Mm-hmm. And the more we want to slap them.
You want what you can have.
10 minutes.
Ooh. Okay.
Da-da.
Are there any other questions in YouTube? Okay. So I'm going to go to the next question here. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. How much detail goes into sex talk once you've decided to have phone sex?
How much detail goes into it? Mm-hmm. It should just be automatic. It shouldn't be like detailed. I mean, like I get it if you're.
But I have to remember.
I know. I get it. Okay.
We're talking to people that don't.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, just think of like the best time you guys had together, and you could use it like as Kiara said, as Deanne says, as a visual, and just wean your way into that, and just use like little like hints and like I love like that.
Yeah,
wean your way into it.
Yeah, I think that's really true. So I hate the word So I but it's very crucial to start from a place of a memory, an experience you guys already had, right? And maybe you want to even re-talk about it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I loved the way it felt when you did this. I love the way it felt that. Oh my God, I remember this. You remember that? And maybe then you could bring into,
I want to try this.
Now, I'm hot and bothered now. Wow, like I can't. Man, I'm so frustrated. What should I do, babe, right now? And maybe he might have a fantasy too that maybe he's afraid to tell her because he might think, wait, maybe she might get psycho if I mention something, And the fact that you're inviting him to engage in this beautiful lovemaking over the phone, he might be like, oh, wow, what are you wearing? She sent me a photo. And then
like
from
that.
there, literally go. I mean, you might not be the best at writing a book about 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
But you could simply just go over, like, pull off my this, pull off my that, go here, go there.
That's perfect.
This is what I'm doing. This is what I want you to do, and then boom.
That's perfect.
I think that's a pretty good description, right? To kind of for the whole thing to get going.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we're going to personal questions. In your past relationships, and do you, period, like in your personal life, period, do you dirty talk in your own sex lives?
Not as much as I want to, honestly. Now that I notice, I mean, not as much.
Why?
I mean, I guess it depends on the chemistry that I've had with the guy.
Not as much meaning because you really want to let go like that?
I mean, I guess all
or
depends on
maybe
the
you
guy
just,
too. Like I don't do it like the guys I've dated in the past. Some have been in the adult, and it's kind of like weird to like.
It's just not
talk.
past, and it's just right now, just in general, dating life. Period.
Oh, right now?
Just no dating life.
Like
Just
dating
life. Period. Like,
I
do
try
you
to keep
dirty
it
talk?
to like.
And do you like it?
I try to keep it to like a medium minimum, not too much, because I don't want them to bring in the persona, like the Nikki Delano persona. I want them to see, Nicole, and not use my adult persona.
I love that.
Because then it's like they're gonna expect that every time. So I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God, I got chills on my legs and on my arms. No, I think that means everything because I feel like people see Nikki Delano, people see Kiara Mia. Like, how about I want to be seen as Deanne?
Or Nicole.
And you want to be seen as Nicole. Like, how about we have hearts? How about we got souls and we want people to validate us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, where does that come into play, So that's where that gets to connect with that. So I like that because, honestly, the same thing with me. It depends. Like, if I'm seeing somebody for a long time, I can get into the real dirty talking. But I almost feel like sometimes if someone I'm dating gets too into it, it makes me feel like Kiara.
Same with me.
And I'm like, Yeah, and it's almost like I just want to be Deanne.
I agree.
You know,
Same
like
with
there
me.
might be moments, there may be a drunk moment every 3 months where I'm gonna black out and Kiara is gonna be like, "Woo, ride the pony,
Riding that
ride the
pony.
pony, ride the pony, ride the pony."
Oh my goodness.
Right? And
I can picture it too.
oh, that's exactly what it looks like too.
I can't.
Okay, and do you find almost everyone else does work or private life? Oh, so that's exactly what work and private life is exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Work is work, honestly, and private life is private
private
life.
life.
And I do find it offensive because, you know, I'm single, so I date a lot. If it's our first meeting and you try to get crazy with me, I'm
Same.
already thinking, okay, like, you're trying to go into Kiara Mia, like,
Yeah. Like,
I'm out the door. But thank you, like, I'll go for it. Like, I'm gonna enjoy myself and have my orgasm, but
I always have that wall up in the beginning because I'm like, they're always thinking about the Nikki Delano. I want you to want me for me, not just because of, you know, that
Right.
world and like, you know.
no, that is completely true. Do we have any other questions? No? Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys my top 3 things, advice if you're a man or woman for dirty talking and sexting. 1, find out what they're into, what they're not into. 2, remember a moment that from the past to like kind of trigger them to get excited again. 3, fuck it, just take a motherfucking chance.
Yes.
Send something nasty, send something dirty, and if they're like, what the hell's going on, then you could send them the link to my YouTube and say, Kiara Mia told me to try this. Babe, go look. And then that's it. Then they'll be like, okay, she's trying to do something new. Boom. What are your top 3? Just for anything, any advice you can give for dirty talking and sexting.
Dirty talk, be genuine with it.
Ooh, genuine.
Being genuine.
Oh,
Don't like
shit.
overdo it. Like sometimes overdoing it is just it's not cute. So being genuine with it. I like the whole like, you know, bringing back the scenario, like your favorite scenario and just like playing with that scenario and like you can, you know, get a little bit more intense with it. But using that favorite scenario to like, you know, get yourself in there, move yourself in. And then what was the question?
just the top 3 things that you can give advice for dirty talking and sexting.
Oh, okay. And then sexting, yeah, just be yourself.
Okay. You know what just came to my head? What came in my head real quick is I think sexting could also be a good trigger for a lady. I don't know about a man, how you gonna bet. A lady, like send him a sexy photo. Unexpectedly, somewhere he was not expecting it. Because maybe you don't send him sexy photos. Send him like something explicit that he might be like, oh wow, like, and it's gonna trigger something. That's an idea. That's
Or try
another
something
idea.
like outside of the box, like maybe like maybe have some fun in the parking lot at a store. You know that sounds stupid, but try something outside of the box. Maybe I know that's not that's cool for like a normie. Like you'd be like, my wife or my girlfriend or the girl I'm with, man, she's amazing. I don't want to try something else. Like if you go outside of the box and try different things, he's gonna want to stay with you. Not that I'm saying he's not, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, men love variety.
Yeah, but like if you spice it up and like, I ain't gonna go any farther, but
Oh my God. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, we are going to connect you one more time with Nikki Delano on social media.
Twitter and Instagram is NIKKIDELANO.
And then plug in your show.
Oh, Vivid, Sirius XM 415. Sorry guys, I bit my tongue. It freaking hurts. I'm like,
And we can't even tell.
I know you can't tell. It hurts like a motherfucker. Okay, Vivid, Sirius XM 415 every Wednesday, 1 p.m. PST. It was earlier today.
PST, that's
1 p.m.
PST?
our time.
What does PST mean?
PST, our time, PST.
Pacific Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time. What's the other one? The middle
EST.
time.
Oh, I don't know. That's
No, there's Pacific. Standard.
Central Time.
Oh, Central, the one that people in the middle. Mm-hmm. There's also Central Time, and I never get that one. I'm
It's
always
like 2 hours
wrong.
ahead, I think.
I don't get it. Yeah.
I know, me too.
Okay, so everybody, let's Ready? Sound effects, sound of applause for the beautiful and stunning Nikki Delano. Make sure to follow her on all her social medias. And we really hope that we added value to every man and woman that's out there for you to learn to dirty talk and sex with your lover and rekindle that passion and bring it back alive. We're here for any questions. You can hit her up in her social media. Hit me up on my social media. We're here to support you. We love you guys. You are our everything. We love our fans. Thank you for tuning in.